Good evening. Welcome to today's edition of Daily Bulletin of Farmers Movement. Second day of the year. We took a break on 1st January. We gathered resources together, information together. And today, initially, I had thought I will share a lot of information and photographs with you, which came from yesterday's oath ceremony. But something more important happened in the meanwhile. Today, the Sanyukt Kisan Morcha, the joint morcha of Kisan organizations, held its first press conference at the Press Club Delhi at 12:30 in the afternoon. That is an important development, and I want to share information about that with you today. So we'll keep photographs and videos for tomorrow and discuss what the Sanyukt Kisan Morcha is saying today. But first, who is the Sanyukt Kisan Morcha? AIKSCC, All India Kisan Sangharsh Coordination Committee, took a decision in its working group that a larger nationwide coordination of farmers' organizations is necessary to make the farmers' movement against the three black bills of the central government. Many other federations, like the Rashtriya Kisan Mahasangh, were thinking on similar lines, but we were thinking differently. We had not come together. So, on 27th of October, at a meeting held at Gurdwara Rakabganj in Delhi, organizations like the Bharatiya Kisan Union, Rajewal, and several other organizations met leadership, the working group of AIKSCC, and decided that a Sanyukt Kisan Morcha shall be formed. They also decided to invite other federations and organizations. Pursuant to that, another meeting took place in the first part of November, I think 2nd or 3rd of November, when more organizations like BKU Rajewal, BKU Chandoni came together. So Sanyukt Kisan Morcha is a federation of federations of farmers' organizations. The morcha was formed to coordinate the farmers' organizations for the Delhi Chalo call, which had in the meantime been given for 26th and 27th November. What we are seeing at the borders of Delhi is that call, Delhi Chalo. So, Sanyukt Kisan Morcha formed a committee of 7 persons representing the major organizations. On behalf of AIKSCC, VM Singh, Raju Shetty, and Yogendra Yadav were made members of that committee. VM Singh became unwell. He had corona. The same was with Raju Shetty. And in their place, Hanan Mullah and Darshan Pal joined the 7-member committee. It is that 7-member committee that held the first press conference today. Now I'll read out to you the headline of the press note from that press conference, which almost tells the whole story. Farmers' movement delivers an ultimatum to the government. Farmers will march into Delhi on January 26, 2021, India's Republic Day, if demands are not met by them. So this was the principal announcement. People have asked me since then that are you trying to disrupt the Republic Day? Are farmers going to bring shame to the country in front of foreign dignitaries on Republic Day? The answer is an absolute no. Farmers are deeply patriotic, love this country, and believe that their future is in this country. So the question of the farmers bringing any disrepute to India, that is Bharat, on its Republic Day, the day when we, the people of India, celebrate giving ourselves our constitution, does not arise. After the official programs are held, the government programs are held, farmers will march into Delhi with their tractors, trolleys, whatever other vehicles they have, on foot, and will do a parade in Delhi to show the people of India that farmers are equally interested in preserving this republic, in preserving our democracy, in preserving our constitutional rights. So, that was the main announcement today. In the meanwhile, the government has put out publicity, which many of you must have come across. The government said that the farmers had 4 demands, out of which we've met 2 demands. Therefore, 50% of the demands have been met. We have come halfway. Now let's see if the farmers come halfway. The government also told the farmer leaders, when they met last on 30th December, that short of repeal, suggest what you want. So the government is hovering somewhere between we will not repeal, but tell us what is more than amendment but less than repeal. See, this, as I have been speaking about this wordplay, this semantics, this game of optics from the side of the government is what is actually not allowing the talks to reach fruition. Because the farmers are not here for optics. The farmers are not here to win a brownie point. The farmers are here on issues of their life and death, on issues of their future. But the government wants to treat this as a PR exercise. So, to make the government understand the seriousness of the farmers, the determination that farmers have for their cause, the Sayukt Kisan Morcha today announced a slew of programs leading up to the 26th. This is how it goes. The next meeting with the government is scheduled for Monday, this coming Monday, at Vigyan Bhavan. We are all hopeful that the government will see sense at last, will agree to repeal the 3 laws, or at least indicate the process by which the repeal will be made, and will agree to legislate MSP as a legal right for farmers. But if that doesn't happen, if the government continues to be dheet, then these are the programs that farmers' organizations announced today at their press conference. On 6th January, there will be a tractor march on an expressway known as the KMP Expressway, which is a road that connects Kundli with Manesar with Palwal, KMP. So there will be a tractor march on that. It'll be a huge march. There will be show of determination, strength, and number. On 6th, farmers who are now camped at Shahjahanpur, on the Delhi-Jaipur highway, they will start marching and moving towards Delhi. The next program is on 13th. I'm sorry, my mistake. So between 6th to 20th, the farmers have announced a Desh Jagriti Abhiyan, a campaign to reach out to people, to explain the position of the farmers, and to counter the negative propaganda that the government has been indulging in. So 6th to 20th is the Desh Jagriti Abhiyan. And in that Abhiyan, here are a few important milestones. On 13th of January, that's Lohri, Sankranti, copies of the bill copies of these acts, will be burnt all over the country. It is like burning away evil, burning away the misdeeds. And as Sankranti comes and we turn into a new season, we will start afresh, having burnt away the sins of the past. So 13th will be burning of the bills, and it is called Kisan Sankalp Divas, a Shankhanad, a clarion call, a call of determination. 13th, Lohri Sankranti, Kisan Sankalp Divas, burning of the 3 black laws. On 18th, we will celebrate a very, very unique occasion, Mahila Kisan Divas. Most of us do not know that 70% of the work in agriculture is done by women. We are so used to seeing this Kisan with a big mustache and a turban on all posters of Kisan that we believe that agriculture is a male domain. The facts are actually just the opposite. 70% of agricultural work is done by women. And we will celebrate Mahila Kisan Divas on 18th. AIKSCC has held Mahila Kisan Parliament in 2017. There were 2 sessions over a whole day, and women delegates from all across the country attended that Women Farmers Parliament. So in continuing with that tradition, we will be celebrating All India Mahila Kisan Divas. 23rd of January is the birthday of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, who gave the famous call of Dilli Chalo. We will remember Netaji on his birthday and celebrate it as Azad Hind Kisan Divas. Azad Hind Kisan Divas. On that day, in every state capital, farmers' organizations will mobilize outside the official residence of the governors of those states and will hold protest meetings. Will indicate to the governor, will send a message to the governor, who is the representative of the central government, that people of India, farmers of India, farm workers of India have rejected these 3 black laws and they must be repealed. So protest outside governor residences on Netaji's birthday, 23rd January. If all this doesn't work, then and only then is the Kisan Republic Day parade on 26th January that I spoke about. On 26th January, after the official Republic Day parade is over, there will be a Kisan parade. We will come before the nation and tell the nation that here are your farmers. Here are the people who are the backbone of this republic, the bulwark of this republic. They are parading, they are on a march, and we want you to see that we shall uphold the values of this republic just as every other Indian should and will. So this is the whole calendar of programs. I want to share with you a few important comments made in the press release and the press conference today. Here is the first quotation. We intend to be peaceful, and we told long ago to the government of India during our talks that it has only 2 options: either to repeal the 3 farm laws or to evict the farmers protesting outside the gates of Delhi. The time has come for decisive action here, and we have chosen 26th January both because the Republic Day represents the supremacy of the people and also because we have demonstrated patiently and peacefully at Delhi's borders for 2 full months in extreme weather conditions. And we have shown to the nation our determination and resolve to have our demands met. The farmer leaders also made it clear that in the last round of talks with the government, and this is important because there is a lot of misinformation floating around about what the government has agreed to and why the government is right in its own view and its own articulation, and what the farmers' organizations are not doing. So, this public perception battle that the government has been waging against the farmers, this paragraph very clearly deals with that section. Farmer leaders made it clear that in the last round of talks with the government, though the government agreed to two minor demands of the farmers, even these are yet to be secured in writing or legal form. The nation has not yet seen a document issued by the government on what it has actually agreed to. A minister, while he was walking, made some stray comments to journalists, and that is being promoted and tom-tommed as the government having accepted the demand of the farmers. When the government wants to put the farmers on the back foot, it promptly comes out with press releases. I urge the government of India to come out with a clear press release, putting on record exactly what it has agreed to and how it intends to implement what it has agreed to. So, even these are yet to be secured in writing or legal form. But the major demand of the protesting farmers remains unresolved. The major demands remain unresolved. On the demand to repeal the three central farm acts, the government of India has asked the farmers' organizations to come up with alternative proposals, and the farmer leaders have responded by saying that there is no alternative other than repeal. The government has refused to agree, even in principle, and this is that confusing, confounding question of MSP. The government has refused to agree, even in principle, to the demand of the farmer organizations for legal right of MSP. So the farmers' organizations say, we have no alternative, and if the government does not meet our demands by the 26th of January, we will be left with no option other than to start marching peacefully into Delhi. So, to summarize, a meeting is due on Monday, the 4th of January. The farmers are very clear. The three farm laws must be repealed. A law for MSP must be enacted. Let's hope the government agrees to that on 4th of January. If the government does not, on 6th, there will be a tractor march on KMP Expressway. Farmers camping at Shahjahanpur will start marching towards Delhi. On 13th, there will be the Kisan Sankalp Divas. On 18th, there will be the Mahila Kisan Divas. On 23rd, there will be Azad Hind Kisan Divas. And on 26th, there will be Kisan Republic Day Parade. This is the position of the farmers' organizations. This is their plan, clearly articulated, laid before the government, laid before the nation. It is now time for the government to respond. And we all hope that this government, formed by the people of India, will respond positively, will respond to the demands being made by the people of India, and prove to the world that it is indeed a government of the people of India and not a government representing few large corporate houses of India. It is very clearly a battle between the chosen few crony capitalists and the rest of the country. It is a battle that the people of this country, that the ordinary citizens of this country must win. And that means you and I are battling for survival, for our right to food sovereignty, food security, and to ensure that the livelihood of 70 crore Indians is not snatched, trampled upon, and destroyed by few people who are only hungry for profit. It is the hunger of our stomach versus their hunger for profit. Let's see whether hunger of the stomach wins or hunger of profit wins. Thank you for joining me in this bulletin. I will be back with you on Monday, that is 4th. We will be discussing and sharing information about the meeting that is happening that day, and I will bring to you photographs and videos of all that has happened till then. Thank you once again. Have a pleasant evening and look forward to seeing you soon.